we are about to start another quilt. I'm gonna put this around the outside. I don't need all four of them, but I do have them if I need them. Alright. Well, let's see. I love the feel of this material. Oh, it feels so pretty. It does. And the name of this one is Layer Cake Pop. And I'm hoping that I can make this work. What we're going to do first is line this right here up because I want it even. There we go. Oh, I didn't realize that chair was in the way. So let's scoot it back. Alright. Now, what I want to do is cut this in half. Alright, now, time to go and re-sew it. Alright, I got some white material here. And probably won't need all of it. No. I do want to line it up. And I don't know if one piece or will I need two. We're going to need two. Alright. So, let's see what we could do about making it work for us. Alright, I will throw that over here. Well, I need to wrap that extra up. I want my I've lost. Alright, let me go find it. Alright, I'm gonna trim this right here. Make it big enough to go in my rug over there. Cause I might get busy on a rug. I got to get busy on trying to trim these down and get rid of it. Alright, I want a 1 inch. Yeah, 1 inch. And I'm gonna want 2 of them.
All right, you guys, good morning. I guess it's good afternoon now. We're gonna give this a try. What a crazy past 48 hours. I think my old computer, I'm on a new one now. Well, it's an old new one. It's running Windows 8, so again, I don't know how this is gonna come through. It's probably gonna be a lot of buffering and stuff, but we're gonna try to do this show. And then at that point, it'll be published, and so hopefully it will go through. But the computer that I'm on is still running updates, which is probably why it's super slow. And at some point I might just need to get a new laptop because something's wrong with my old laptop. I think the battery died or something. I can hear a clicking noise inside, and it keeps saying there's a hardware error, like a critical hardware error. So that's the state of affairs. This is why we didn't do the show this morning. So I'm on a backup computer, which isn't optimal. As you can see, it's showing an error, but we're gonna push ahead. We're gonna keep trying because today is May 8th. Well, it's actually today is May 10th, but May 8th is the day that Barron Trump chose to make his political career made known. It was actually announced on the 8th, the start of his political career. Donald, son of Donald, the left-handed of the prophecy. Whoops. See, I don't even know what I'm doing.
Alright, this is what the one inch strip did. It put both of them together. And make sure you do it on the, what do you call it? Salvage edge. So you will have a straight edge. If you do it on the one you do, it's not always straight. I don't care how hard you try. It's not always straight. Alrighty. Alright, let's take these pins out so we can have the whole full thing now and see if it's going to work. I hope it does. It looked like it did, but I could always be wrong. I'll probably have to use this for something else. I mean, that's just teetotal life. Sometimes it just sucks. Oh, I'm about ready to quit using that. My great aunt made that. But I mean, if I don't use it and break it, somebody else will. Alright, let's see what we can do here. There we go. I don't like the way it bubbles like that. Okay, ain't much we can do about it. Hopefully it won't do it while we're doing this. Alright, let's put that over here. Da-da-da-da. Da-da-da-da-da-da. Man, I have been looking at some of these quilts that I've made, and it is most indefinitely. Some of them I'm like, wow, I did that. Alright, we've got a lot down this way. We're going to bring it down. Make sure we got some at the top and the bottom.
Let's go back here. Where am I? Where am I? Escape. Oh boy. Okay, here we are. We're back. So, Donald, son of Donald, left-handed with the dirty needle. Here's the Brand Seer prophecy right here.
Alright, we have this laid out. Now, we have to find backing for it. So, we'll turn it over. Right. Now, I'm hoping that this will work. I don't know. Part of it will. Yeah, part of it will. Alright, how much do I have? Alright, the first thing we're going to do is work on that side right there. Let's see what we got in our stack. Well, I didn't want you. I'm done with you for right now.
And as you can see, it says in the cause of Talbert, the retreating host will suddenly halt on onslaught left by.
Alright. This is long enough. Alright, now I need to find one to go over here. So this right here is supposed to be small. Alright. Alright, all of these right here are too big. And I don't want to cut them down. So, let's see what we can do about using these. And of course, we're going to have to iron them. This one right here will be alright here. So I'm just going to go ahead and take that out. Come on. I don't want to mess with you. Alright. Well, little pieces is what we're going to get. Yep. Little pieces. Ooh. Can I use this whole one? No. So it would be better to go with this one. And this one. Alright, now we're on the road to this. To get this done.
A left-handed MacLeod called Donald, son of Donald, will then be made upon the pursuers. The only weapon in his champion's hand will be a black sooty kabar, and we found out that that's basically a jab or a needle taken off of neighboring huts, but his intrepidity and courage will so inspirit the fugitives that they will fight like mighty men and overpower their pursuers. The Lewes, this is the Isle of Lewis, will then enjoy a long period of repose. So, this prophecy seems to be coming true. The son of Donald making his political debut on 5/8 from the 58th degree north parallel of Scotland. And of course, Trump knew all the way back decades ago that he would win the 58th quadrennial presidential election 58 years after 1958, as you can see here. Now this interface is a little bit different, so this is why it's going to take me some time to get used to this. But according to this, the 58th quadrennial presidential election 58 years after 1958, which of course was 2016. This is why he built the 58-story Trump Tower and purchased a 58-bedroom resort decades before he became president, because he already knew he was going to win, because this is how these things work. It's all pre-planned decades and decades in advance. Now, as I said, today is May 10th, 2024. It's a huge time travel date in the occult. And one of you was helping to solve the puzzle of this, and you realized that the earliest date that Pentecost can fall on is May 10th, which is today. And they established that in 1818. The latest possible date is June 13th, which just so happens to be the eve of Donald Trump's birthday. So we got something weird, don't we? We have the earliest day of Pentecost being his mother's birthday, May 10th, and the latest day of Pentecost possible being Trump's birthday. How can that be? Are these accidents? I don't believe that they are. You can dig a little bit deeper into the significance of Pentecost and what that might mean as it relates to Trump, but these are the facts about this. His mother and himself share birthdays at either of the ends of the possible dates of Pentecost. Now, what else is going on today? Well, let me check in with you guys, make sure we're okay. Are we having any buffering? Let me know what's going on with that. Now, based on buffering a bit, so some of you say buffering a bit. Okay, well, that's good to know. As I said, my computer is still what do they call it? It's got some updates that it's doing right now, and this is why I believe it may be having these problems. But hopefully the updates will be done soon, and maybe the computer will perform better. And if it does not, then I'll have to order another laptop and hopefully have it show up here within the next couple days so we can keep going on the channel. Now, what else is going on? Well, let's get back into this. This is crazy, you guys. Not only is May 10th Trump's mother's birthday, but a Quantum Leap episode was set on May 10th, 1958, her birthday. And Trump appeared in this episode with his father. Trump and his father appeared in the episode. He was in the back of a taxi cab. 12 years old was Donald Trump with Fred. And you'll remember that the number 58 is the Trump number, as we just discussed a little bit earlier in the show. And it reveals that he would become president in the exact year that he did. So it's interesting that not only does his mother's birthday show up in the Quantum Leap episode, but also the year 1958. Now, as you can see on your screen here, the episode had like a Wizard of Oz type of vibe to it. After he runs over a woman with his cab, and you can see her legs sticking out from underneath, just like the Wicked Witch of the East or the West, I can't remember, in the Wizard of Oz. And the woman in the episode claims to be an angel. Now, this episode aired on April Fool's Day, which is important as well. These are days that they mock Christ on April Fool's Day, April 1st. Now, we've been over this episode many, many times, haven't we? And I've been looking for clues to try to figure out why they would set this time travel episode on Trump's mother's birthday in 1958, which would have made her 46 years old when the episode was set to. And I'm thinking to myself, it must be that it's because Trump was born in 46. So his mother was 46 years old. He was born in 1946. And so if you think about this mathematically, the number 46 represents the number between the 45th and 47th presidents. And I think that finally solves the year of his birth and what it really, really meant. It was the time in between, right? 45th president, he was born in 46, and he'll probably become the 47th president. But everything in between is him trending pretty much every single day in the mainstream media. So I think that's definitely something to note. Now, the guy that plays Trump's father, this guy, you can kind of see him here. Let's try to make this a little bit bigger for you guys. So some of you are buffering, some of you are okay for now. So let's see if we can make it through this stream until I figure out what I'm going to do here. So this guy right here, you can kind of make him out here. He plays Trump's father, and I looked him up, and I found out that there's another synchronicity. His name is Vaughn Armstrong. He was born 7/7. He was born on 7/7. Now, what makes that weird is that's another Trump connection, because Trump would be 70 years old, 7 months and 7 days on Inauguration Day in 2016. So the fact that they cast this guy in the cab as Fred Trump, who was born on 7/7, is definitely a thing of note, isn't it? Now, another clue that even the person cast as his father seemed to predict the exact age that he would be elected. So we have that as well. Now, how does Heroes fit into all this? Because I promised you today we would be decoding some of the TV series Heroes that launched in 2006. Can you believe it's been that long? Well, there's a Japanese character in Heroes, and his ability is to bend time and space. He can bend the time-space continuum, in other words, time travel. And he can go forwards and backwards in time. And he goes forward in time and he sees a nuclear detonation that goes off at the Chrysler Building in New York. And there's also a cab driver in the series, so there's another connection to the Quantum Leap. Now, I know it's New York and there's cabs everywhere, but this particular cab driver is a doctor, and he's the one who is kind of at the center of the heroes, these young people with superhuman abilities. They are like X-Men, and it's all triggered and activated by an eclipse. So, let's get into Heroes. I have some clips for you guys. Now, the Hero series is all about solar eclipses, and when Heroes came out in 2006, I wanted to look to see if there were any solar eclipses popping off in 2006. And look at this. An eclipse happened when Heroes came out on March 29th, the 88th day of the year. Now, that's my birthday. Here's the eclipse here. It went up through Africa, East Africa, went up north, and went through, it looks like, Turkey and Russia. So they experienced an eclipse on the 88th day of the year in 2006, the year that Heroes came out, which is all about eclipses. Now, remember, March 29th is 923. It's the reverse. 329 is 923. And April 8th. How do we know? Well, because we found out that April 8th is the opposite date of 923. Now, April 8th is important is because that's the eclipse that just happened last month. Now, here's where things get weird. Because not only was there an eclipse on March 29th, there was an eclipse on the opposite date, very near 923. It's actually 922. It was one day off. But essentially, what you had is a reverse of these eclipses. 329, 923. There was a mirror that happened that year in the eclipse universe.
Well, if Mama Cat would let me do it, then we'll do it. But I'm going to sew down this way. And then we got these right here, and I'm going to sew down this way. And I'm, let's see, I don't know. Maybe I ought to go down this way, and this way. Let's see. This way, and this way. So it'd be 1, 2, 3, and then 1, 2, 3, and not put anything into the block itself, because it would come down through here. I don't know. Believe I'm gonna do some thinking on it. Yikes. I think I've got a bunch of cleaning to do. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to have to take everything off. And I think what I'm going to do is next video, I think I'm on the other channel, is I'm going to clean this mess up and go through all those 2-inch strips so that, and these baskets, so that we can get them done. Here's that shirt that I just done. And I got strings, so I better get them while I can. I don't know why I leave strings, but I do every time on something. But I got this shirt done, and I really do like it. And I'm trying to save the other material, so when I get some brown material, I can put the brown material on it, and then that way I can have a skirt to go with it. So that is my goal that I am working on, and I'm hoping that I can do it. Man, I've got a lot of strips to go through. That's going to be a surprise. We'll try to get ready and do some sewing here. Some serious sewing. Yeah, right. You think we're going to get sewing done? Not like this. I tell you what, this house has so much sand and all in it that, what we got here? Material, scraps. I am not scrap poor. That's for sure. Okay, that's not gonna work. Got put that way. But we have got so many scraps, and I can't wait to go through them and cut them down. And I may end up sending you all a couple boxes, some of these scraps, because there's so many of them. I mean, look at this. More scraps. I have, I don't know what to do with it. But, however, we are going to get this ready to go. There we go. Alright, now, you can't see. Let's see what we can do here. We are going to take that down, and I'm going to squeeze in here, and I'm going to turn all this right here off, because I'm not going to use this sewing machine because it's not big enough to sew on. I have to wrap it and wrap it and wrap it, and buddy, I'd rather use this. Oh, no, don't fall on me. Okay, let's see what we can do about that basket. See, I've got to go through all this stuff. There's just too much of it. Alright, this is what I decided to do. Take one of these coffee things I always put a quilt in, and what I'm going to do is I'm going to start piling it. Well, right here's some scraps, and I'm going to pile it full of scraps and all, so that I can get rid of some of them and all this good stuff. Let's see, we've got 20,000 blue gillion of these, so we're gonna just pile it full. Not of these, not just of these, but with a pile of them. And okay, that'll be the end of that one. And that way I've still got some left. And well, there's not really that much of these little tiny things, but we're gonna put them in here anyway. Let's see if I can get them all. And then we got some triangles. I don't need all of these scraps. Really, I don't. I have plenty of material to do it and all. So here's some more. Add some more. Let's see, should I empty it all the way out? Yeah, why not? Because I've got plenty more to do. So, let's see what we can do. We can get rid of that. Alright, what we got in this one? Lots of 2.5 inch squares. So, let's see if we can't stick them. They may not be all the way full, but we're going to try to get this thing full as we can. Those are so you don't want those, because you don't know what you're going to do with them yet. Alright, let's see what we got here. Here's some more. That one's sewed. You're not going to want that one. Some more triangles. I'm going to try to fill this box all the way up. Well, we got small triangles down here. And then we got diamonds. Oh boy, we're getting it full. Yeah. Alright. You're not going to want that one. Or that one. And then some more diamonds. So we pretty well much got a whole full box. So, let's see what we can do about putting something on top of it to push it down. So what do we want to do? Here, we'll put that there, and I want to try to send you something that, here we go. Here we go. We'll put that right on top and then close it down. Now the first person that sends me $30, I will send it to them. And don't forget to email me and give me your address. They changed where my PayPal is. So here we go. We want to go right here. Still yet right there. Alright, and then if you look, right here is PayPal. I think it's crazy the way that they did not say, you know, they just do things. But there it is.